I need a drink. This is a lot of talking. Ah. All right. Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to go over how to develop an image pipeline and what exactly it is. So before I get into the step-by-step process, I need to give some context to what we're doing. So each camera has their own set color space, right? So our drone cameras have a different color space than our Sony cameras, than our Panasonic Lumix cameras. They all have their own way that they represent colors in the image. And we need to take that and convert it into an industry standard known as ACES. So in this project that you see here on the screen, I've shot all this footage in Panasonic Vlog. I'm going to take it all and do a global adjustment so that way I can set it all to one color standard. This is an easy and quick way to essentially set a base grade for your footage without having to go into each individual clip and apply a LUT, which can be kind of cumbersome and annoying for super long videos. So let's get into it. So here I've taken a supercut of interview sound bites that I like and put it into a timeline, and that's why I have all these clips here. And I want to take this and set it, and set a base grade on all these clips. So the first thing we need to do is establish a group. And what we're going to do is we're going to select the very first clip in the timeline. I'm going to hold shift, go all the way to the last clip, and select the last clip. And then I'm going to right click and say add into new group. And then it's going to ask you, what do you want to name it? Name it whatever you like. Typically I say this is an S5 II that I shot on, and this is my base grade. And you would click OK. For me, I'm going to click cancel because I've already made a group. And you can see once you've made that group, there's a green chain link below your clips now on your timeline. Now let's just select one of these clips. Let's start with this one, and we're just going to work from here. So over on our node tree window, right now we're on our clip level adjustment, which means that any adjustments we make to our colors down here are only going to apply to this specific clip. What we want to do is click this drop down arrow and go into group pre-clip adjustment. So these are going to be adjustments made before your individual clips that apply to any clips within the group that we just created. So anything we make in this window is going to apply to all our clips in the timeline that are within the group that we created. So what we want to do is we want to open our effects window, and if you don't see this, click the effects button in the top right. So open it up and go down to the ACES transform effect, and we're going to click and drag it over to our node tree window. And then we need to set up our input, so image input into the node, image output to the final output, just like that. And so now you can see when we click on this node that a settings window pops up, and it's saying, okay, well, what do we want to convert this color space to, and what is this color space? So we're working in ACES version 1.3, which is the latest version as of the recording of this video. And now we need to tell Davinci Resolve, what is this color space? What type of footage is this? So this footage was shot on the Panasonic Lumix S5 II, which is a Vlog color space. If you're shooting in Sony, it'll be Sony slog3.cine for our cameras in the equipment room. But in this case, this footage was shot in Vlog. So we're going to tell Resolve that this is Panasonic Vlog footage. So we're going to go down to Panasonic and select Panasonic V35. And now it knows, okay, I know what footage it is. Now what color space do you want to convert this Panasonic footage to? And we want to convert it to the ACES color standard. So we're going to select ACES CCT-CSC. We're going to scroll down right there and select that. Now we've converted all of our clips to the ACES color standard. So what we've done is called input mapping, which is essentially setting our clips all our clips to the same color space, which is the industry standard of ACES. Now what we need to do is do a thing called output mapping, which is a way for us to accurately see the colors through our reference monitor. So the reference monitors and the broadcast display monitors in the editing bay all display through the Rec 709 color space, which is what we need to view to accurately manipulate and adjust our colors if we're going to view it through that reference monitor. So to do that, we need to go to our group node tree selection drop down menu. So go up to the top right and select timeline. So this is going to make any clips on the timeline are going to be affected by whatever adjustments are now made within this timeline node tree. So now what we want to do is go to ACES transform and drag it over again into this node tree, which is affecting all the clips within the timeline. And we're going to set up our input to this node and output to our final image output. And now our input transform, because we've converted all this footage to the ACES color standard, we're now going to select ACES CCT-CSC. So we're going to go all the way down until we see ACES. There it is, ACES CCT-CSC, and select that. And then we're going to go to our output transform, and we want to select Rec 709. Boom. And now look at that. So all our footage is now converted accurately to the Rec 709 color space. So we can go on to any of these clips here, and you can see that they've been properly converted to the Rec 709 color space. And now from here, we can start to add our contrast curves and saturation, looks, and whatnot at this point. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here for now, and we can go into more how to like dial in a contrast curve and use the HDR wheels and split toning, as well as retaining your skin tone values in a future video. But yeah, there you go. This is how to set up a basic image pipeline.